extensive research into our chosen genre, as well as the history of popular music culture, we contemplated the key aspects which help draw the line between a mediocre, amateur, and seemingly professional production. Lighting, location, and camera work and editing were four of the most salient features we deduced from research.
Firstly, we decided to shoot early in the morning at first light to capture what is known as the golden hour. The golden hour is the time when the sun is near the horizon. Typically, lighting is softer, more diffuse, and warmer in hue. Shadows are relatively non-existent if the sun is below the horizon.
When the sun is near or below the horizon, sunlight travels through more of the atmosphere, reducing the intensity of the direct light so that more of the illumination comes from indirect light from the sky, reducing the lighting ratio. More blue light is scattered, so if the sun is present, the light appears more reddish. As a group, it was in common interest to shoot in the golden hour to bolster the desired indie mise-en-scene, creating warm, soft, and most importantly, aesthetically pleasing light and colour to prevent the need to manipulate colours in the post-processing stage, and also to maintain the desired naturalistic feel.
We inferred that a common convention of the indie folk genre is both visually and aesthetically pleasing in light and colour. We felt as if the best way to comply to this convention was to film when light was naturally at its most beautiful. From research, we noticed that location was particularly evident in music videos from our chosen genre, in particular, videos from Fleet Foxes, Foals, and other related artists.
We knew that not shooting in these conditions would have simply been a silly and naive move, due to us striving to achieve our intended, naturally beautiful mise-en-scene. The editing stage was as important as the filming procedure. This is one of the elements that can potentially make or break a well-organised, well-shot piece of film.
Editing has been a prominent convention of a music video since they were first being produced, namely, ABBA, Knowing Me, Knowing You.
Our plan for the album cover artwork will concisely follow the visual codes presented in music videos, which feature naturalistic landscapes that execute vivid, strong and natural colours. This is because most of the long shots, where possible, simply exploit and accentuate the beauty of the New Forest.
We've achieved this through the development of the film shots taken whilst on set, using a 35mm film camera. The selected shot chosen was of our artist sat underneath a tree, with the sun rising behind him. His positioning the bottom right, complying with the rule of thirds and other various composition rules, allows the shot to instinctively agree with the audience's aesthetics.
As a result, the shot will include specific facets of the desired mise-en-scene, like our artist engaging with his guitar to promote a greater sense of potential meaning, while still complying within the indie folk genre and attracting our target audience of 15 to 25-year-olds. In addition to this, the shot is out of focus, creating a slight bokeh effect.
The reasoning behind this is to connote the temporary emotions expressed in the song. In relation to the lyrics of our music video, the temporary emotions conveyed is supported by the idea that the temporary season, summer being the most brief, but more importantly, the expression of temporary friends. Naturally, from their characteristics, they will want to follow the most innovative fashion trends because the video intrigues them.
Post-production of the photography should cause little problems due to extensive experience into a number of Adobe Photoshop programs, including Cinema 4D and Adobe Lightrooms. Only minor alterations will be made in the frame in terms of corrections, including contrast, vignetting, and clarity in order to keep a natural yet professional feel to continue complying with our genre.
A simple yet creative text targeting our specified audience, social groups such as creatives, indie scenesters, and new casuals will be applied also. The opening credits also consists of 36 exposures on a roll of film. This entire idea has a strong link with the advertisement through the magazine advert.
This is due to the fact this work will have a very strong promotional technique to encourage our audience to view our production. The aim will be to draw the audience in by their own will, as their need to discover and find out more will be on their own behalf. From research, we interpreted that our audience wanted vague storylines, visually pleasing colour corrections, and most importantly, smooth continuity. These three factors were also proven important and superior to other options on our public survey.
The natural feel and aesthetically pleasing shots ensured our production complied with the conventions from our chosen genre.
We have made use of audience feedback throughout the music video task. In the first instance was completing our spoof music video, Dr. Cosmos Holiday. Feedback was mainly positive because our music video matched many of the qualities of the original video, while still altering it enough to make it a successful spoof.
However, in terms of producing a competent piece of cinematography which matched the qualities of professional music videos, it was lacking this level of professionalism. The task outlined an issue we'd have to overcome at a later stage when producing our music video. The areas we found to be of a lower standard was within the image quality, colour correction and visually pleasing shots, setting ourselves targets for improvement during production.
We immediately created a survey on surveymonkey.com, asking 8 questions to our peers, friends, family and classmates, to find out what they would like to see in our music video. Their responses were more or less as we predicted and certainly as we wanted, with an overwhelming demographic wanting aesthetically pleasing shots, vague storylines and roughly 4 minutes of film.
Dang it.
Since finishing the production and sharing it with a very small amount of selected friends, our feedback has been overwhelmingly positive. We are yet to have received any negative criticism.
We took advantage of technology by posting our survey on social media platforms such as Facebook, Twitter, but to be frank, nobody really wants to answer surveys, especially teenagers about A2 coursework. This is where our peers are valuable.
We are happy to receive very positive feedback by Lisa Pritchard, the owner of one of the largest photographic agencies in the UK, thus showing we did something right. We also got very positive feedback from a commercial photographer named Julian Love. In order to enhance our knowledge about the background of the music video and create a competent music video ourselves, we had to conduct in-depth research. We decided prior to the research that we would be producing a music video from the indie folk genre, as our artist Alex Crossley had produced the proposed track in this genre.
We therefore began our research on YouTube looking at similar artists/bands of this genre. We encountered music videos such as Grown Ocean by Fleet Foxes. We were attracted by the use of effects such as film burn and the shaky handheld shots used. Once the direction of our filming was gauged, we could focus on targeting the needs of our audience. We also used a SurveyMonkey survey and a Facebook survey to increase the target of the correct age demographic.
We discovered what the audience would expect to find in an indie folk music video and adhered to this accordingly. Further investigation into our target demographic was revealed on UK Tribes, a website specialising in current trends and subcultures. Studying various subculture traits, we decided that the video would be suited to hipsters, indie scenesters, and new creatives.
Using Google Earth also proved fundamental when trying to access locations for filming. This, in combination with local knowledge from our artist, allowed us to find the ideal location for filming.
To form the basis of our in-depth research covering both forms and conventions and the history of music video, we use Wikipedia, as well as specialist media and film blogs. By using media, we could capture the essence of what both a music video is defined as, and what the dominant themes are in the modern music video. Equipped with this knowledge, we could begin the production phase.
During the construction phase, we used Sony Vegas editing software. We downloaded the colour correction presets from the internet with the intention of applying them to our production. However, we didn't make use of these as we made 8 of our own for the different light situations present in the video. It is worth noting that during this phase, we were heavily reliant on our own knowledge of these technologies. Therefore, we didn't require online tutorials of any kind.
To create authenticity and a nostalgic element to our video, we used both dated and modern equipment. For example, the use of a 35mm film SLR with a vintage pistol grip in unison with a high-spec DSLR complemented the indie mise-en-scene.
Post-production, we uploaded the video to YouTube. We felt this was the most accessible place for our target audience to view the video, as the compatibility between YouTube and Facebook is very strong. The raw track is also featured on SoundCloud, which enhances the synergy between social media.